Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we'll discuss about polymorphism, which is basically a OOPS concept. So let's talk about polymorphism first. So polymorphism is a concept by which we can perform a single action in different ways. Like you can see, you can do a single work in many ways. So if you talk about polymorphism word, so polymorphism is derived by Greek words, which is divided into two parts like poly and morphs. Poly means many and poly means many and morph means forms. Like you can say polymorphism means many forms. So in Java there are two types of polymorphism. One is you can say compile time. One is compile time and second one is runtime. Okay, so if you overload a static method in Java, it's the example of compile time. We have already seen how to overload a static method, which we have already seen, but in this video we are fully focused on runtime polymorphism. So let's talk about runtime polymorphism. So you can say runtime polymorphism is also called as dynamic method dispatcher, in which a call of an overridden method is resolved at runtime rather than compile time. Like I want to say, like if you have two methods in different classes, okay, but it will not decide at compile time. It will decide at runtime. When you run when you hit on run button, and when program will start, like program will start executing, in that time the which method will get called is decided. That is called runtime polymorphism. So in this process, an overridden method is called to the reference variable of a superclass. The determination of the method to be called is based on the object being referred by the reference variable. It means, like if you have a class A and if you have a class B, okay. So when you make an object, when you are making object of those both classes in your main class, so like let's say I have two classes like class A and class B, and my class so let me make first so that we get more clarity about this. Like I have class A, okay, and I have class B, I have class B, and just my B class extends class A, and what we'll do earlier, like we just create a object of class B, we just create object of class B like obj, and just new B, like this we are making object like this. So whatever method is in class A, we can also call that method. But what I want to say, like we can make a object of class A here. We can make object of class A and just take a reference of class B, like you can say new B. Okay, this is basically, this one is called upcasting. So point to remember, upcasting. So if you make an object of class A and making reference of class B, like in technical terms, so you can say like in it is a process in which a call of an overridden method is resolved at runtime rather than compile time. And overridden method is called to the reference variable of a superclass. So this is my superclass basically. This is my subclass. Okay, when we call that method, we are just using a reference. This is and this when we are using a reference, this one is called upcasting. Uh, so this is called runtime polymorphism. Okay, since object is the root class of all classes in Java, so we can write B is a object. Okay, so here B is the object. So let's take an example and try to understand. Like I have a class A, and inside class A I have a method like void run. Okay, run, which will not take any parameter. I am just trying to print something here. like running. Okay. Inside my class B, which extends class A. So you can say water property is in class A, we can access in class B. So I have also same method in class B also, and just this, like we can say running safely with 60 km per hour. Like this is a minimum speed, which is basically safe. So, okay. So I have a class A. Inside class A, I have a method run, and inside I have a class B which extend class A, and I have the same method run in class B also. So when we make an object of class B, so when we are making object, so I am taking as object of class A and just referencing class B. So let's call using that object obj dot run. So in simple terms, we can say like if I am making object of class A, so when I call this run method, so in that case, class A method will should get called. Okay. So let's save this. Some package issues. Sample.test. So it is something like this. Sample test. Try complete this. To the same class file collision resource exists. Dot class. Okay, so let's make a class G, and here also class G, and here also class G. Let's change this one also. F. This time making object of F. Okay, so this is basically when you are in same package and you have already made a class name using A and B. In that case, you will get you will face same issue. So try to change that class name, and there will gone like this. So let's save this and run this. So let's run from here. Sorry, set general password. I don't know which file get random. Random is calling, that's why it is giving this thing. This my class is polymorphism. Sorry for this. You can say running safely with 16 km. So I am making an object of class G, which is my super class, and I am just calling that method which is available in both classes. But you can see my child class method is get called. So this is called runtime polymorphism. So in this case, you can see we are just taking a reference of class B, but still class B method will get called. This is called um, runtime dispatcher or runtime polymorphism or dynamic method dispatcher. Okay. So if you just take example of a bank, so like consider a scenario like where bank is a class that provides a method to get the rate of interest. Okay, like you have a class bank which have a method like get the rate of interest. However, the rate of interest may differ according to bank, like every bank have some like other rates. So it will differ, it may differ. So for example, like SBI, ICICI and Axis Bank are providing 8.4%, SBI 7.3%, ICICI and Axis Bank is giving 9.7% rate of interest. So in this case, you can say my class, like I have a class bank which get interest is you can say 0. So so I have a class SBI which extend bank, and it will give, we will return our like our interest whatever SBI bank interest is, we can repeat the same. And in our main class, so let me create this example also so that you will get more clarity about this. So let me create a class. I am just creating a class bank. Okay, or you can set, I'm just giving this test poly. Okay, this is my main class basically. Inside this I have my main method. So before this, so I am creating a class bank. Okay, and inside this class I have float return type because interest are in percentage and decimal format, so I'm using float here. Like get rate of interest, this is my, and it will return nothing, like 0. Okay, this is my main class. And I have class SBI which extends uh, bank. Okay, and inside this I have same method. Let's just copy and paste this. So I'm lazy, so I'm not going to write the whole thing again. Okay, float get it and just return return 8.4 f because SBI is giving, but no, sorry, this was a class, so I don't need. SBI is giving 8.4% rate of interest, so let's make one more class, and this is basically ICICI. Okay, which extend bank, and this one have a rate of interest is 7.3. Okay, so I'm making the same class again, and this one is basically Axis Bank with, and its interest is like usually higher than others, 9.7. Okay, so this is my main class, and inside this class we are trying to just call that methods using object. So I'm going to make a object of bank B. Okay, bank B. Okay, just using this bank object, I'm just call SBI, you can say SBI method, like SBI class, and just trying to print uh, SBI rate of interest. Okay, so you can say B dot get rate of interest. Okay, so just slide this little bit here, so you can see. Okay, and just using this B object, uh, we are calling ICICI. Okay, I'm just trying to call, you can say, I'm just copying values from here because I'm lazy, you guys know. And here I am putting ICI, okay, rate of interest, and B dot get rate of interest, same. I'm repeating the same, and I'm getting Axis Bank here, and just putting values B dot Axis Bank. Let's save this and run this. What we will get? Okay, let's save this. You can see SBI rate of interest 8.4, which we have given, and extend ICI Bank 7.3, which we have given, 9.7%, which we given. So we are just taking a reference of B and just calling, making object of each and every classes, and it will get changed. So this is called runtime polymorphism. So I think you guys now understand what is runtime polymorphism, what is compile time polymorphism. Compile time polymorphism like override method, which we have already seen, which will decide on compile time. But runtime, like when we run a execute any like any program, and which overridden method will get called is decided on runtime. That is called runtime polymorphism, or dynamic method dispatcher. So that's all for runtime polymorphism and about polymorphism in, you can say, oops concept. So if you have any doubt, please do comment. I'm here to help you and try to just solve more problems related to this. Like I'm taking bank examples, you can take shape examples, you can take bike examples, and many more examples. So you will get more clarity about this. So try to do at your own. Uh, so that's all for this video. Thank you. Thanks for watching.